Yeah, hey guys, I have something very important to say, but I think let me just introduce the podcast to you guys because this guy's already shining his teeth, yeah. So guys, yeah, I'm moving on Valentine. You know my host for the Vals Winner podcast. They want to serve you guys with hot gist from all over the world with different creators. So yeah, before we even go into this, let me just give you guys a breakdown of what the Vals Winner podcast is about. So the Vals Winner podcast is a conversation with this boy yet to be. So that was a bummer from this not so experienced creator. So yeah, the Vals Media Podcast is a conversation with experienced creators, not like this guy as I said. It's a community of experienced creators sharing the art of creating. It's more artistic to understand how creating in the whole universe sounds like and
Speak
how.
English, continue. You go see by storm.
I still don't care So yeah, so first of all, the big announcement I've been trying to push to you guys to see is that Shima do the going stuff, but I know if you could just do that intro thing.
No, just introducing. I'm not a flashy person. I'm not like that.
So yeah, focus, which I don't know his real name because I don't know if it actually has a real name. Well, focus photography, as it's like to be called here, is going to be.
Baba talk.
Chill now, I like dramatic entrance. Let me do my thing, please. Okay?
Yeah.
So yeah, focus photography. The new founding host of the Vals Media Podcast.
So.
Wow, wait. Talk.
So how you guys doing? It's fun to be here. I'm really glad that I am joining this brand. The funny thing is that Vals and myself have been talking about this thing since last year. He said we'll do a podcast. I'm like, okay, we'll do it. Every time I see Vals is like, we'll go run out. You know, so I had to drag him, treat him like my son that he is, and get him to get this thing rolling. And I'm glad that we've started out and you guys are going to enjoy what you're going to be seeing from this video till in the future.
So as I said, as my father now, so you guys are going to enjoy. So in today's topic, we have something very amazing.
Wonderful. Very wonderful. Now everybody sees how the camera industry was the only source of photography, as of when photography started. But then we are going into the future now, and then iPhones are turning into the new cameras. Like, not even just iPhones. You're seeing Google phones. You're seeing Xiaomi. Even Xiaomi.
Have you even seen this phone Huawei?
Huawei is doing things. So yeah,
Huawei.
we're going to be discussing this whole saga, as it may be, about smartphones and the camera industry as a whole. And we're also going to be talking about the camera industry, these cameras, how are they faring? Are smartphones going to keep the camera industry out of photography business?
That's it. So yeah, he, the new founding host of the Vals Media Podcast, and say what we're going to discuss today. So yeah, now looking at the 80s, and how filmmaking as a whole actually affected us in making films when it comes to the CGIs, comes to the CGIs and all those VFX of the thing. Now let's just take it back to when Charlie Chaplin
We're running things.
things.
These guys are running.
You know how let's say, was there anything like green screen then? Was there anything like CGI then? But now
I
when
don't know. You have jumped into another topic.
what are we talking about now?
The one that the smartphone came inside now. How many times have I done
This is why I don't like these guys. I have been begging to come and do host. Now I have what?
How many times I explained it to you?
No, I cheap. Which one is that?
The one you're supposed to start with the one that these guys were inside that room. And then they had the camera names.
Okay. His fault.
My
Okay, yes, yeah. How smartphone are. Well, it's not really a photography game now, so it's not like the filmmaking game if you look at it. Innit?
Shay has seen the silence you're causing.
No, I'm just trying to make you
Yeah,
understand.
I understand.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't. Let's go.
Look at one name in a green terms here. Is it filmmaking or photography?
It's filmmaking photography.
Filmmaking and photography. So
Like
so where you're saying
capturing as it were. Because yeah, okay, think about as of when you were young, was there a phone that you could use to? Was there a phone? Did you think of a time? Did you think it would be possible that there would be a time when you could see your smartphone and shoot your phone movie?
No.
Exactly. But now we are getting to that point where people are shooting things with just smartphones. They're seeing complete movies with just smartphones. And then the camera industry is producing cameras on a daily basis. But people are still moving to smartphones. Why? Smartphones are faster. The footage is less work to edit. I was watching Multi-Hapoya's video and he said he had been shooting with a Canon R5 that shoots 8K. He shoots 1080p rather. Yes. Why? Because whenever he shoots in 4K, his laptop shuts down. Like, this is not Premiere shutting down or his laptop lagging, the laptop shuts down.
Okay, so are you saying like the way 4K is now like going out into the camera is like it's way bigger than what we even expect?
Exactly.
But I know that there are actually more 4Ks that actually can also work very well on normal PCs.
Exactly.
So there was this that was using Emeka Ekwurube's camera. Yeah, and I noticed that it's 4K, but it is very, very, very easy to edit that footage.
Exactly.
And what I came to know about that footage was that it's more like a compressed 4K, but gives something even more similar to the main 4K.
Exactly.
So now now you're saying that Marty's laptop shuts down. So are you saying that we should move into the transition that since smartphone can actually also shoot 4K and also make the editing more even quicker and faster, so we should actually embrace the smartphones? Because now looking at megapixels, to me megapixels, I just feel like those 51 and 40 that we mentioned the other time are not really, because even though if you are Canon 1DS Mark III, I think it's 18 megapixels, but you can't compare it to Techno's 50 and 100. Exactly.
And see, that's the problem. But the thing, apart from the fact that even though that's the problem, there's a solution to it. If you've used Google phones to shoot anytime, you will know that these guys use computational photography. So, assuming phones like Techno and Infinix impute computational photography into their 50 MP cameras, it would go crazy, like completely crazy. And I'm not saying people should transition to smartphones and start shooting on smartphones, because at the end of the day, there's something that the camera still offers. But what I'm saying is, the smartphones are now competition, smartphones have somehow grown to become competition for the camera industry.
Well, to be for the competition, I just feel it's because you should start with start with the camera in your pocket. So, and I feel like people are not dwelling on it so much, but I'm not saying it's bad. It's actually very good too, because if you're saying you want to start waiting for the best gear, trust me, it's going to take a lot of time, and even till that time you're even still waiting for it to come. It will still take that time for it to come. So starting with camera in pocket is not bad, but there are some things the camera does, like you said, that the phone as well can do. Okay, now for example, let's look at for the so-called phone applications that does filmmaking. I don't want to mention it for the comment. So I've used so many apps that does filmmaking, and when you're trying to do those shutters and apertures and they work fine, sure. And some of them, most of them don't have those features that a camera has. Some can actually lock the exposure, some can actually lock the shutter, some can lock some other things, but they just go on auto. But all you just need is just to play with the screen and it's working.
I think the thing is, for those smartphone apps, we are still at a point where they are doing well. Funny enough, this shutter speed that you adjust on your smartphone, ISO you adjust on your smartphone, it might not be correct, it might not be completely correct right now, but the way we have seen technology grow, we are going into the future. So if I'm looking at this thing in the long run, these apps can get better. The apps can get.
Let's not forget that nobody is sleeping on this stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Okay,
now look at example now, this new Sony camera that came out.
The
A7 series. look at the camera now. It's sick. For it to be so small and have crazy properties, guy, it's sick.
Agreed.
Like big time.
Agreed.
So I just feel nobody's sleeping in this industry. Everybody's trying to make things better. But I'm not saying it's not bad. It's not bad to like, you know, use your smartphone to also create. There's a movie that is aired on Netflix and it was shot with iPhone 11.
Yeah.
Like you heard of the news here. Yeah. So the industry is actually going fast. They're also trying to embrace the use of smartphone when making movies as well. But let's not forget that the Baba them still did here.
But yeah, that's the thing. My fear. I monitor these things a lot, and if you check the stocks for companies like Nikon, Canon. Nikon is not. We shouldn't even talk about Nikon.
Let us push it in photography.
It's special. Yeah.
They don't even like near anything comes to filmmaking.
Exactly.
I don't think so.
So now when you're looking at companies like Canon, looking at companies like Sony and Panasonic, these are the guys that we are more accustomed to. These guys are actually having stocks that are dropping. Their stock is dropping, their income is dropping. Not talk of with COVID. Okay. So you see these things that. Looking into the future, when stock is dropping like this at this massive rate, you know that there's danger for those companies. That's one. And then two, sometime in July, I think it was July, Olympus, they folded, they had to sell their camera division. They have other divisions, but they sold their camera division. And I think the chief operating officer out there he made a comment and said that part of the reason they folded was because of the competition from smartphones.
Wow.
Imagine a company coming out to say that smartphones were the reason they sold their.
I would feel it is them that has that. You can't say Canon.
If they were not making enough money.
Okay.
If they are not making enough money, the moment smartphones are able to upgrade enough to do the things that camera, because right now they are doing at least 50%. So we're looking at the next 5 years, they should get up to 70%. And then the next 10 years, we're looking at 80%. So the moment smartphones grow up to that point where they can do what cameras do, I mean, I would rather shoot on an iPhone 11 Pro Max than use a Rebel C6. I won't lie to you.
That, of course.
Do you understand? So those smaller cameras now that are budget are now out of phase because they are smartphones that can do these things. Okay. So real quick, in the comment section, I want to ask this question. So you can answer this. I want to ask, if you pay somebody 200,000 naira to shoot your wedding and they show up with an iPhone 11 Pro Max, would you?
Hell nah.
Hell nah. I'd like to know, how would you feel that you paid to? Because first of all, remember that 200,000 cannot buy a 11 Pro Max.
Well, I want to reply that. Okay. It can't even be possible.
Why? Why? I want to know why.
Okay, let's say for me, like as a filmmaker here, obviously I won't take it as if someone that is just not in the game.
Okay,
you know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's the point. You're a filmmaker, you're in the industry, so it don't make sense to you.
You know actually what is going on, damn, this is going to produce something even better. Yeah. But when it comes to like
people who I don't know, you prefer to see that box.
They want to see the set, they want to see the game.
Exactly.
They want to see everything. No, I paid my money. But looking at the whole thing, that iPhone 11 actually produced something when it compares to some cameras. Let us generalize in all the whole. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So basically, smartphones here, they're actually taking turn in the industry to some products. Cameras again. Yeah. So what I'm actually now even about right now is, remember that video that we saw on Instagram? Yeah. So what baffled me was mainly Fujifilm. I don't know how Fujifilm came into play. Like all of them was scared. Like I don't know how, because although I'm not like
I've never used it.
I
don't think I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
I don't think
it's on our region or something.
I've seen one in person. I've never seen a Fujifilm camera.
But I don't know how badass Fujifilm is, sure.
Exactly. I think in Europe Fujifilm is big, but like in places like Africa, of course, where we just know Canon and Nikon, there's Sony, then others. There's Canon, Nikon, Sony, and the others. And Fujifilm, I think Fujifilm is quite underrated. It's just that. And they actually have most of their cameras are very expensive. That's another thing. to get the quality that cameras offer, to get that like the satisfaction of cameras, you should be spending at least $2,000 or $1,500. Okay, but you can get an iPhone for maybe worse, maybe $700, $800. So that money you can save.
Yeah.
And still get good quality. Even if the quality will not be up to those $2,000, $3,000 cameras, you still get proper quality that you can use for anything. So that's my biggest challenge. I'm looking at this thing in the long run. If smartphones continue to grow at this rate, doing 54MP sensors and then inputting computational photography and then apps that can actually copy what camera settings actually do, it will be crazy.
Yeah, not bad.
But
I just see the few smartphones.
Yeah.
Okay, let me not say.
Valves.
Wait, chill. Let me not
Do you
say.
people know what Valves creates with smartphone? You say
Wait,
you not use
no.
smartphone.
Okay, let me like, how will I put it?
Classify.
Let me categorize it. iPhone, sick, mad. Even with, I mean, it's not 10 MP that it is. I'll be fine. Sick, crazy.
12. I think this one's 12.
But coming to tech, let's say Android.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let's say Android.
No, not Android.
Let's say Android. Let's say Android. Once you are shooting with an Android phone.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. For example, I think I shot with Samsung S9 one time like that.
Okay.
It's great. Like it's perfect. Like on the screen, on the screen,
Valid point.
on the screen, but take it to your PC or to an editing something. You see a whole lot of difference. But when it comes to iPhone, you see like it's similar, but you still get that quality you need. I just feel iPhone megapixels are like true in the industry when it comes to, because I don't know where Android is going to 50 MP, and I don't know.
The thing is, iPhones seem to have started investing in computational photography really early. So it affected how their photographs work. It's when you start seeing people like Google, they're the ones that now start putting computational.
Okay, I've actually used Google Pixel to shoot.
You should try using Google
Pixel. Other brands, but let's say those brands of Techno.
No, but when you look at Techno and things, I promise you, I will never vouch for them. Never be like.
Samsung as well is still glitching, but I say their LCD screens are crazy. Like, their screen. Once you even see the footage like this,
I think you should tell people should tell us to get a better laptop because. He shot with Samsung screen, it looked good, and he put it on his laptop and he's shading Samsung. So tell him to go and get a laptop with a good graphic card.
Nice one. I rest my case.
Well, I think that's the end of today's cast. This was fun.
Wow.
This was fun.
Well, I'm sacking him very soon.
I'm
sacking him, so you won't see me in the next one.
You're going to see me a lot. You're going to see me a lot. Just know. Mark the face. I look good, right? I know I look good. So mark the face. You're going to see me.
4-5 glass. So guys, thank you so much. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. And you're going to see this everywhere. So please, I want to even ask a question for Okulu. So if you know anything about video film, because I also want to know about it.
Yeah.
I don't know why everything was scaring. I don't know why it was scaring Canon and Sony for that man. I didn't even see Black Magic. Go to think of it.
Black Magic, Hasselblad, those guys.
So I don't know.
I would like to talk about that.
Please,
we still like to talk about
we might talk about it in the next podcast, or if you have anything that you would love to add to this. So please, in the comment section is widely open.
Flood it.
We would love to see you there. And thank you so much. And this boy, try not to slide like that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.
See you in the video. Focus on vowels. Out. See it now.
Out. I think I don't know your real name.